When you think of an artist, what do you think of? Do you think of somebody who draws, somebody who paints, sculpts, models, creates anything they want in their head? I mean, yeah, that's essentially what an artist does. It wraps kind of up into a nice little bubble what an artist can do. But they are so much more. They create the world that we live in, after God, of course, that we get to see every day. You think of schools, buildings, towns. Who designs those? Who imagines what those would look like? A museum. Some of the most amazing pieces of like wonders of the world have all been designed and created by artists. I mean, they do so much. And if you don't know, I have an example here. This is what an artist looks like. Pretty rare to see, typically. But he does work like this, and yet, despite the amazing talent that he is still searching for a high-paying job, which brings to the problem of artists do not get paid enough. They do so much work for everybody to see, and yet they hardly get paid. As a matter of fact, there is an unemployment rate of 9% for artists. And on top of that, the lower annual average income for an artist is around $40,000. That is so low for so many people who put so much time and effort into art. Now, artists need to pay more. It's obvious that they need to be paid more. But really, the examples can be seen anywhere. They are essentially the creators of the world that we see today. We see buildings, homes, towns, cities, stuff that we don't really even think of that an artist is behind, and like activities that people enjoy all the time. For example, movies, roller coasters, all these things. Who designs these places, right? Artists do. Every building, every home, every city has all been touched, designed in a way by an artist. So why? Why shouldn't those artists be paid more for the work that they did? Why do the engineers get paid for building what the artists created? Why do the musicians get paid so little for the music that they produce most of the time that people listen to ease them in times of need or distress? It makes no sense. And it's truly unfair. But on top of that, artists have to be some of the most passionate and pursuing and go-getting people out there. Their profession is one of the only ones that change so much. They change so much. It has gone from maybe in the past to painting on a canvas or drawing on a wall to now being almost completely digital to truly make a difference and make money in the artist world. Artists have to go in, they have to make animations, do CGI, find a new way, a new media that is also always so different. The demand for art, what people want to see, is so different each and every time. So artists, why don't they get paid for doing all of that, right? They have to adapt more than any other profession. And they're always changing. They're always looking for new ways that they can make art that people want to see. Because if nobody wants to see it, then who wants to buy it and who wants to pay them? It's truly a problem that makes no sense. But on top of that, the cap for this whole thing is artists are people too. Apparently, only as a matter of fact, only 2 million Americans claim themselves to be an artist. That is roughly 1.2% of the American Labor Foundation, which is a pretty large amount, come to think of it, considering all the jobs. But why do they all get paid so little? As it turns out that there is a low income that some artists make of only $10,000 a year. That's so little. People are trying to survive, provide their families, and live on their own. It's not fair. It truly isn't. But artists need to be paid more for the world they create, for the things they make, and on top of that, they are just people. And it's a fact that's proven that 100% of artists will be happier if they are paid more.